Why have more than 100 dolphins stranded themselves on Cape Cod in the last month alone on the coastline? Tragically, more than 80 of those dolphins have now died. Rescuers frantically trying to rescue as many of the dolphins as they can as even more wash ashore. In only a few weeks, more dolphins have become stranded on the beach than normally do in a year. What is causing this tragic trend? Straight out to CNN reporter Mary Snow there on Cape Cod. Mary, what's the latest theory?
Well, you know, Jane, yet again today, another group of dolphins became stranded here along the coast of Cape Cod. We saw firsthand how marine biologists and volunteers raced into action to try and save them. They were able to save one of the dolphins, a pregnant dolphin. They were able to re-release into the ocean, lost a few others. But, you know, they are no closer to having any answers about why this is happening.
Well, I want to bring in Rick O'Barry, who is featured in the Academy Award-winning documentary The Cove. He's a marine mammal specialist and a dolphin advocate with the Earth Island Institute. Rick, what is your theory? What do you think is happening to these dolphins?
Well, nobody knows for sure. You know, these have been going on for at least 2,000 years we know about. Aristotle wrote about stranding. But they're increasing. And one thing we should be looking at, and we're not looking at, I'm hoping Congress will look at, is mercury contamination. We have poisoned the oceans. That's a problem. And
I agree with you, Rick. I agree that we have poisoned the oceans. We're decimating the oceans with overfishing, with, toxins that get released, underground sonar testing, and then, of course, there's global warming and the extreme weather changes that it occurs as a result of that. The extreme weather, it's really a misnomer. You know, it's climate change. And I understand, Mary, that it's warmer in the water than it's been.
It is, and weather is certainly one of the factors that scientists here are looking at. They're also looking into whether pollutants are at play. One thing I can tell you, what they've told me, is that on the tests they have done so far, more than 80 of these dolphins have died here. They have said so far, for the most part, they've found that the dolphins were mostly healthy, although, you know, more tests are still being conducted at labs across the country.
Well, I was told, and I heard reports, that the water's warmer than usual. These are highly intelligent creatures. They're also highly loyal. They travel in what you might call packs. I'm sure there's a technical phrase, but they travel in groups. And so if one goes, the others follow. And I heard that they don't have the, perhaps, barriers that the cold would create, maybe ice or something like that, that would keep them from coming to the shore. Does that make any sense, Rick O'Barry?
well, it does, but we need to be looking for mercury also. We don't usually take mercury samples from dolphins when they strand. This comes from coal-fired plants, and our oceans, the fish are contaminated with mercury and methyl mercury.